Hey there, wanted to see what would happen if I let the Izotope tools try and remix my song that I recorded back in 2010 when I did a cover of Only in My Dreams. Yes, the Debbie Gibson song. Real quick, here's where we started originally.
Every time I'm telling secrets, I remember how it used.
And I'm going to toggle now into where it ended up after Izotope did its job.
Used to be. And I realized how much I miss you. And I realized how it used to be free. Now I see I'm up. No. And I wanna.
Okay, so obviously a lot cleaner, a lot clearer, a lot less muddy. Let's do a quick check and see some of what happened here. I'm going to leave the downstream stuff on for now. But let's just go to the lead vocal where I turned on Nectar. And when I had Nectar on, let's just solo the lead vocal. And
Couldn't see how much I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant. Couldn't see how much I missed
so we've got some EQ going
Couldn't
on,
see how much it meant.
some de-essing,
Couldn't see how
another
much
EQ
I
doing some
missed
lift,
you. Couldn't see how much it meant.
and a compressor picking up
Couldn't see how much I missed
bits.
you. Couldn't see how much
and
it
then
meant.
goofy reverb, but that's
Couldn't
fine.
see.
So just actually toggle Nectar on and off there. I'll start with it on and then turn it off.
Couldn't see how much I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant. Couldn't see how much I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant.
All right, so there's a whole lot of reverb there. Neutron came in behind it, added some EQ that... Soft saturation. I didn't see that before. Some EQ and a couple of compressors. Let's see if they were actually doing anything.
Couldn't see how much I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant.
Putting a lift back in.
Couldn't see how much I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant. Couldn't see how.
There's a gentle compressor followed by a more aggressive one. Kind of interesting. Let's just see real quick what it did with the backing vocals.
Now I do.
Hey, there's a whole bunch of reverb in here.
Now I do.
Some of the same EQ coming out. De-esser was off. I think this is interesting to see this EQ dipping out, followed by this EQ, putting stuff right back. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. From a compression standpoint,
Now I do.
pretty actually aggressive there. And then here we go. And then the reverb that I think I even dialed back a little bit from where it headed originally. Neutron came in. Let's see what it was sculpting.
Now I do.
A little bit. Equalizer putting back stuff it took out. A couple of compressors and an exciter. So where that landed us with the two vocals was...
Couldn't see how much I missed now you. I do. Couldn't.
So, came back through, said, all right, that's cool. Let's add some guitars back in. Let's turn that off because that'll be just drive you crazy. This was just strictly Neutron playing, and we got a...
Couldn't see how much it meant. Now I see my world come tumbling down my world. Now I see the road is bent. If I only want.
So, it brought some body in, added some low end in the EQ, which surprises me. Real gentle compression, multi-band, and some exciting. It did similar stuff to the guitar. Alright, here's one that gets fun. Let's do this. Let's listen to the bass and drums, but let's turn everything off first. And we get high and lift. Interesting bits of transient work. And some minimal compression. Then on the bass, really rounded out the sound there. Sculptor pulling out some high end, which is funny because let's watch this. Look at 1K to 3K. Look at 1K to 3K. Not sure what it's doing there and why. So some multi-band, hold down the low end. I think probably give some room for the kick. That one's not even on. We're not even doing anything. Some excitement. Alright, so if we get the guitars in.
If I only once could hold and remember how it
Backing vocals are... Oh, well, there's the problem. The backing vocals got turned way up.
couldn't see how much it makes. If I only once could hold and remember how it used to be.
Alright, so getting all the way to the end, let's see what it did across the whole mix, which is...
If only I could scold you and forget how it feels to be free. Only in my dream.
And give it credit. This time it didn't sculpt something out and put it right back with the EQ. But it's definitely taken out some low mids, which it really needed to have come out. EQ, probably trying to accentuate the vocal there. Let's see what the compressor's doing.
As real as it may seem, it was only in my dream.
That's 4 or 5 dB of compression. That's a lot on a mix bus. All right, so, but I think the thing doing the heavy lifting here is probably going to be Ozone. And what Ozone's doing... Okay, well, let's turn Ozone off for a second and listen. I just find it interesting. That's a heck of a lot of well, that's 4 dB coming back. But this is crazy. This is everything it's been taking out. So I decided to put it back. Let's see what the stabilizer's doing.
Only in my dreams.
Gotta give it credit. It's not taking out what it put in. Impact.
Only in my dreams. As real as it may seem, it was only in my dreams.
3 dB recovery on the sides. It didn't really do much with the stereo width. It just brought the sides up by 3. Coincidentally, is the same thing I tend to do with mid-side processing to make things seem wider, is just bring the sides up. Dynamic EQ, let's see what we're doing. Alright, so again, what that's doing is that is getting us from this
it was only in my dreams. Only in my dreams. As real as it may seem.
and it's definitely an improvement. It's definitely brighter. But, you know, it's robots trying to make decisions in a vacuum and not knowing specific. I mean, they're not people. So these are tools to help you directionally get someplace. And would they help? Yeah, absolutely. Would I finish a mix with it as is? No, I would not. And I had to tweak some of the things that it did already. So So I think what's going to be interesting is I want to follow this up by taking the Sonable tools, at least Smart EQ, and seeing where I get with that. And then also Focusrite has a set, they're fast tools, which apparently is the same AI as Focusrite with a different GUI around it and a different set of controls. And I'm kind of interested in what happens as I try that mix with those tools, and then maybe see if I can get these three to shoot each other out and see what kind of basically see what the comparison is. This is really, I'm not sure I have a direct point with all of this as much as I'm just kind of exploring and playing and see where it goes, to see where these tools might be helpful. I'm definitely seeing places where these Izotope tools can be helpful, but I'm also seeing where I think they're crazy. And let's just see where this gets and see if we can get a few more videos out, and hopefully we can learn something along the way altogether. Thanks. Bye.
It was only